Hello again there, Star Wars The Clone Wars action figure collectors and fans. This is another Star Wars The Clone Wars action figure review. This time around I am doing ARF Trooper Boyle, along with it's a deluxe figure. It comes with the ATRT behind you, which is, if you've gotten the ATRT in the past, it's pretty much just a repaint of the old Revenge of the Sith one that came in that Target exclusive Ultimate Battle Pack, which I sadly missed out on. I saw it one time in my Target, and it was rather pricey, I think around 40 or 50 bucks, and next time that I went back, wouldn't have mattered if I had the money or not, because they were all gone. But that's pretty much a repaint. I'm not going to talk too much about it. I will talk a little bit about it. It has a rotating cannon on the front, which is okay, I guess. It's not very detailed. It does have some really cool Airbesh writings on it, which I'm not sure what it says in Airbesh, but to try to look it up, I suppose. It's got a antenna that you have to plug it in when you get it. I suppose that's just so it could fit in the package better. It has swivel walking legs, and it's got a pivot hinge on its foot, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty cool. I like to have it back in my display. It doesn't stand all that terribly well, but if you balance it just right with the figure on top, it does a pretty good job. And that's pretty much all I want to say about the ATRT. I really want to get to the figure. The figure is one that I was really happy to see that they were coming out with, because Waxer and Boyle are some of my favorite clones, and as I just said in the Ki-Adi-Mundi review, I'm a huge fan at Landing at Point Rain, and I just thought the Geonosis clones were some of the coolest, ARF clones were some of the coolest clones, and that episode had debuted a couple of really cool clones. The ARF Geonosis ones were pretty cool, but also the Stealth Ops and clones, and the Flamethrower clones, and then also the really cool Commander Jet, who hopefully will be coming out soon this year. I've seen a couple reports online that he's coming out. However, let's get on to the figure. This figure has some really cool features, and I actually had done a custom of him, which was okay, and I ended up changing that to just a regular 212th ARF, because this figure I thought was pretty good. I think the camo on it is much better done than the Teth ARF, which I passed on because I made my own Teth ARF, or some people just call it Jungle Camo ARF, that I think, you know, is way better than the one that Hasbro had to offer. I just took the regular old white clone and painted him up. So I passed on that one. But I think this camo job on here is way better. He's got a base tan with some darker brown camo over it, and then of course his 212 markings, which match his regular clone armor markings. He does have the I don't know exactly what that symbol, it looks like a W or a bird symbol to me. He does have it on there in gray, but it's a little bit, on mine, I don't know how anybody else has a better one, it's a little bit mushy, it's not very well painted on there. He's got his gray stripe and his really cool red triangle, and then one of the coolest features is he's got this sort of like anime, cartoony looking graphic of the Twi'lek girl Numa, who he and Waxer sort of rescue from the ruins of the Twi'lek city in the episode Innocence of Ryloth. That was a really cool feature, and I of course missed it on my Waxer figure, and since I bought this one, I just turned not Waxer but Boyle figure, I just turned that one into a regular 212th ARF. So that's it for the paint. Very cool. Talk about articulation. He's basically the same as the other two ARFs that have been released, the all-white ARF that we pretty much think is the Clone Razor, and then the Teth ARF has got a ball-jointed head, ball-hinged shoulders, ball-hinged elbow. He has the ball-hinged wrist that goes side to side, and then over here he's got the wrist that goes back and forth. He does have a ball-hinged chest, ball-hinged hips, which he needs, of course, to sit correctly on that ATRT, ball-hinged knees, and ball-hinged ankles. So very, very well articulated figure. I highly recommend, if you see them, to pick them up. And if you're lucky enough to get some multiples, you can have a couple of Geonosis clones, and of course they'll both be boils though. But if you're a customer like myself, you can fix that rather easily, and then you'll have a couple of ATRTs for your display. So that's going to do it for this review, short and sweet. So until next time, may the Force with you. Bye-bye.